Alright, so part 2 of our Chris Whitley song here, we ended up with our, the 5 chord in the song, us going up down on this, crazy. And now we got, and that's just one finger. And then he strums down up, that's why I just wrote arrows. So there's the beginning. Slower. Right there. And that, is like, here we go. So there we are. And then we're on our way to the 4 chord, which is going to be 3 fingers this time. When we get this. There. Cool. So there we were. So there we are. It says hammer on, and that sounds like it's just 2 fingers, though the chord's going to be 3, so you might go. So the last one, sorry. So, and this is really precise. We can hear he's going. I think he released this part of his hand heavily for that tempo, for it to sound like, after the. And then we've got. There we are. So. Okay, so there it was in sections. Here it is together with the best of my ability. I think that's it. Anyway, I'll try to do it a little more slowly, but it's harder to do slowly. So. I just want to hear it again for fun. There it is. We have played Dirt Floor with Chris Whitley. And with all this, it just doesn't sound right to be like, you can still hear this bass now. That's an open string down here. There's no other anywhere else on our instrument unless it was like. We can't put anything back, but yeah, since we see him ending up with that, it makes sense he's doing this. Cool, there we are. And with regards to this shape. It's just the same thing as if you're playing the blues and you get to this point in your life, it's that same shape that we do right there, so just doing it here. While we're at it, normally that shape is a 5th. Like, if you're playing like a power chord right here, which isn't going to be a power chord in present tense, that's the same power chord, that shape where he starts, the last one. So that's a shape that's, useful in standard guitar playing, in the capacity of using the G-shaped chord, just kind of talking about when else would I ever do this. So yeah, here's me playing. Is it still? That's ironic. Alright, cool, so never mind. Very well. So a power chord looks like this. Yeah, so here's our normal power chord, and then this is just worth mentioning because there's other applications for this. It's like here's a power chord, here's a, or should be, the same note there. Yeah, there we are. So, you know, power chord, power chord, power chord, power chord. And while we're at it, that's where, like, right now I'm playing, like, B stuff, and then there's this B right there where I put my index finger, you know, on, like, this part of the B chord. Like, I'm an A, move up to B. This is where all this, and that's also our blues box number 1 for major pentatonic. But either way, like, you know, that's a legit chord phrasing that's based on a G chord. Just like, you know, here's the G chord that I'm theoretically talking about, but we're just going bass note, skip a string. So here's a B chord, here's a B chord, here's a B chord, and there's a lot of, you know, it's like here's that movable C shape you've probably encountered. That's right above it. There I'm going E, B, so, or. So there you go, actually useful in that context so much, so that gives us to mention it.